What up? What up? It's your boy, Ricky D, checking in. Welcome to the first episode. I'm up there. But yeah, we did the first episode of Sports Corner from the 216. I know y'all probably like, man, this guy been talking about this show about to start since. Yeah, we was supposed to went down Sunday night, was supposed to have been the premiere, but due to technical difficulties, that's why you gotta, hey. But yeah, man, this is the Sports Corner from the 216, where the land tech talk sports. You can't lose talking sports, especially with the draft the Browns had. Sports Corner from the 216. Oh yeah, boy. By the way, before we get into today's show, let's talk about that matter, the moments, like the first sip of coffee that just hits different. Brew Euphoria coffee isn't just your average cup, it's a whole vibe. Smooth, bold, and crafted to capture this blissful moment in every sip. Whether you're tuning into draft day madness, which was it was madness, wasn't it, y'all? Or just chasing your dreams, Brew Euphoria is the perfect game time companion. Brew Euphoria coffee. Hey man, see you got them lightings, boy. You gotta know what you're doing. But yeah, Brew Euphoria coffee. Visit the Instagram page at Brew Euphoria Coffee. Click the link in the bio. Click that link in the bio. But what y'all think about the draft? You could you could text first. 216-716-3005. Leave your comments. Brew Euphoria coffee. Don't forget to get you a sip. Brew Euphoria coffee. The Browns had a good draft, in my opinion, anyway. What you think? I think we had a good draft. Came out on top with the quarterback that we wanted. Well, that most of the fans wanted anyway. Let me see. Let me break this draft down for y'all. Shout out to the people that did tune in and check out the draft. 216-716-3005. Brew Euphoria. This is the Sports Corner with your boy Ricky D. Tuning in. I don't know why. See, this is what been going on. I've been trying to get things in order. Make sure I'm over on Facebook, live streaming. Facebook live streaming. Make sure I'm over on Facebook. Just a little test. Hey, I'll be having fun, man, at the same time. But yeah, man, I'm a Browns diehard. That's why we coming from the 216. But I want to talk a little but today's show is just the introduction. We really just focusing on the Cleveland Browns and they draft. I might talk a little bit about what some of the other teams did, but I'm really focused because they surprised me with this. They did a good job with this draft. Like they came through and added some much needed pieces. It'd be great if we still can get Chubb to come, participate. But it's looking like they moving on from that. I think they moving on from that right there. 1 second, y'all. But that lightning again. Sports Corner from the 216 with your boy Ricky D. Yeah, but I'm gonna run through some of these drafts. They really did like even the pick from the beginning. Even the pick from the beginning was perfect time. Like the trade, they say they had that trade. They been had that trade weeks ago, but they say that's one of in today's era to have kept that under ropes. What they saying for it not to came out, they already was trading like. So we knew they weren't. So they knew they weren't getting Shador. But let me break these draft picks down first. So with the first pick after the trade, which was a good trade because we got a first round next year, and they added a second round this year, and we only moved down 3 spots. I didn't think they was going. I didn't think they was going trap. Cause I wasn't really feeling Travis Hunter. If anything, with that number 2 pick, I would have went for the best quarterback. And after doing my research, it felt like to me that the best quarterback for the Browns, based off what they say the offense run and style of play, was Shador. But I hadn't did no research on the other quarterback we got. But before I get into that, we got Mason Graham from Michigan. He a stuffer. I've been watching video on him. He quick on his toes too. Like he push and react type of player. And with that skill set, like he trained the defense they played, it was almost he had the way he had to play was push, react, so in the offense and the defense we got here in Cleveland, all he got to do is push and just go. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't got to read. He just go. Full force. Of course he got, but by him being in the other defense, he has the instinct. What I would like to say, his instinct. It's blowing my first day. See this? Oh, there we go. Hey, see this my backdrop. That's my actual backdrop. But I'm trying to work. If you're paying attention, 216-716-3005. But we Facebook live at Ricky D on my personal page, or you can like and subscribe to YouTube. We over live on YouTube. Oh, so I thought I was live on YouTube. Let me see. Oh yeah, they over here. I'm over here thinking. So I'm live on Facebook though. If you're over there on Facebook, comment how you feel about the draft. Yeah, it's saying I'm live, but oh yeah, I'm over there. I'm over there, y'all. Sports Corner from the 216, the podcast. This, I'm flipping the game. It's still, if you don't know, I'm still over there, but I had to come through, represent my true heart, because the other one, I ain't even gonna talk about it no more, because I made up for my bloopers. But yeah, Mason Graham look like he gonna be a beast. So then they come with the So I'm gonna give Mason Graham an A, because when you compare, because I don't want to jump too fast. When you compare, when you think about what Miles, we got Mike Hall from last year. Um, we got it's some good things going on. We got the rookie, Alex Wright and the rookie. He came along. The McGuire dude started coming. We still got Aquaboko. I forgot his name. They call him Double O. Um, it's still we picked up the guy from San Francisco, Collins. He a true vet. Um, hopefully JOK come back because he had his incident, but he showed up at the off-season training. That was a good look. But yeah, I give that pick an A+ because they got the first round pick for next year in Jacksonville. I don't see but anything can happen. But I don't see Jacksonville improving too much. I got to look at the rest of their draft and see what they picked up. But I know, based off what I studied, the only person I'm not familiar with that we picked is the quarterback Gabriel from Oregon. So I don't, I don't really know about him, but from what they've been saying, I'm gonna wait till I get to him. I'm gonna talk about Gabriel. But yeah, then we got Carlson Schlesinger. They say I really haven't watched no video on the guy yet, so I can't really give him a full grade. Before him, he got picked high as he is. It's something about that that makes what I'm saying the Browns decide, because that's like still a first round pick. He was the first pick in the second round. So let me read his stats. Let me see. Check out some of his stats. Okay, Schlesinger played 3 seasons for UCLA, appeared in 38 games. He recorded 163 tackles. That's not really 12 full loss, 5 sacks. So I'm guessing they say he only missed 5 tackles in his whole football career. So, and he an off-ball linebacker, so he really want more focus on the plays that come to his side of the field. So he ain't gonna have as many tackles as a and his numbers could be low because most people didn't run the play to his side. So just because we needed a linebacker, I get that pick maybe a C plus because I got to see him play. So maybe I should have watched some video before I grade him. So I'm gonna give him an incomplete. Now Junkins, which is the running back from Ohio State, I like Junkins, but I like I like Henderson better because when I was watching the video, Junkins is more like a pound and he ran a 4.4 something at the combine, so he has speed, but it's not like that quick speed. It's like he running for his life almost. But that's when you play the running back. That's what you do. Because I remember when I played for Collinwood, my local high school, I didn't really even get to play, but I was the day I probably y'all if y'all listen, y'all know that I was named the starting quarterback, and I go to the neighborhood to tell the buddies, man, yeah, I'm the quarterback. Come to the game or whatever. So that went sour, but they was trying to get me to play running back. I'm like, man, if I'm a quarterback, I can always run the ball. So they was like, oh yeah, I was on some. It was Randall Cunningham for me, but then Vic came, Doug Williams, Cunningham. It was mobile quarterbacks before that, but that's the era I seen. But yeah, it was like Randall Cunningham was like the what you would call it when somebody is like the one who created it. He the one. Randall Cunningham. All this quarterback play we see now, that was Randall Cunningham. So if you a youngin and you don't know who Randall Cunningham are, or you just really starting to get into the football world, check out some Randall Cunningham film. But yeah, Junkins, I get that an A too because what make it an A is one of our other picks, which was Sampson from Tennessee. So they just rejuvenated the backfield, but he was the fourth. And Junkins, before he came to Ohio State, he had almost 3,000 total rushing yards off of like almost like a little bit 550 carries. So that's almost like four. That's a nice little average. He got 31 touchdowns, then he got 37 receptions for 281 yards. His rookie, he came in bruising with almost 1,600 yards on 274 carries with 16 touchdowns because he came from Ole Miss. That's one thing I don't really like about the college game now because it it like the transfer portal. It's cool to have that freedom or whatever to be able to just pick up and go, but man, you can't really get that's only for like people that might when they get there they don't really get no playing time. All right, I'm gonna transfer, but when they transfer to put themselves on like a team to get more notice, I get it though, but it don't always work neither because look at Ewers, even Will Howard, they fell sixth, seventh round. You know what I'm saying? Them was some big names college quarterbacks when like in the NIL world. So it panned out enough to get him drafted, because Ewers started with Ohio State and transferred to Texas because Stroud, it was him and Stroud competing. But yeah, that Junkins pick, I get at an A. And then we picked up a nice tight end slot, H back receiver, and Finnan. He a local too. Well, he from Canton. That's down the road. That's about 45 minutes from Cleveland, maybe 50, no more than an hour. And he played for McKinley. That's one of the powerhouses in the state. That's one of the powerhouses in the state. I don't know about currently. I know Hoban. I think St. Nations won. I mean, no, St. Ed's won. I think it was St. Ed. I'm gonna have to look into that because my homie son he played for the St. Ed. But yeah, man, Browns just love them little draft, but they shocked the world. I ain't even got to that pick yet because Finney. When I watched his video, he agile, like he more like a run after the catch type of player. Like when he catch it, he gonna make some moves. Cause and it's crazy. I was saying that because I was listening to one of the local stations, and on the show they was talking. One of the announcers on the morning show, he do college games too, and they showed they was playing the game. He said that was like a 4th and 2 play that he turned into a touchdown because of his run after the catch, or he maneuvered. He a big guy too. How big is old boy? He ain't huge big, but like he's 6'4", 6'5", something like that. But then that's when we picked up Gabriel in the 3rd round. So when they picked, I just knew this was the pick because Shador was going through the little free fall they call it. So I'm looking like, okay, we about to grab Shador right here. We got to get a quarterback. He was still on the board because I'm like, okay, the teams they saying was gonna take him, they ain't took him. Man, we about to grab him. But now I ain't get this. At the first few days, see that might have been everything happened for a reason. Because if I would have came on here when I was when I planned to rather, I wouldn't have got the information that I got. You know what I'm saying, by listening and doing my research. But the thing about Dylan is he I know he was old as he is, and then I remember watching him play like, oh, this guy, but I never really paid attention to him because I've been kind of slipping on the college, but I got to get fully locked in on college if I'm gonna be bringing y'all the sports corner from the 216. Did that. But yeah, Gabriel, they say he good with the whiteboard, so I get that pick, I get that a C+ because they say he's a real accurate quarterback. He good, he know how to read defenses and stuff. So I'm gonna give that a C+. I'm not gonna grade it high. His abilities would have made it an A, but it's his size that kind of that's why he failed because they said they had him rated way lower than that. But then that's when we go Samson. Samson more jukey. So now they got a ground and pound. They got a whole new young, fresh set of legs. Ford might still be on the team, but if they sign Chubb back, Ford, of course, strong. One of them might fight it out for the practice squad. But the 2 rookies, they on the team. If Chubb resign, he on the team for sure. And then Ford and Strong gonna be fighting it out for practice squad. I don't care what nobody say, that it's practice squad for me. But yeah, Samson, he'll put a shoulder pad on you too though. But he from what I seen on his highlights, he quick. Like he got that. He ain't the fat, but he got that quick. He quick. He move. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll juke you and keep going. Like he and it ain't even no fancy juke. It's like a 1-step juke. Like boom. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll think he got to go left, but he go right because his man he got good feet. Like that's like when the feet mean a lot though. So it's junking, and I know there's all fast, like real fast kind of dudes. They can be kind of slew footed because that Finney kind of slew footed too. But that's just my opinion. I was quick and I'm pigeon toed. I'm like I ain't like crazy pigeon toed, but I got it. But yeah, I get a Samson pick. I get that a B because it's an added addition to Junkin. What did I get Junkin? A. I shouldn't be grading because everything is incomplete, but based off of need, this is where I think. You know what I'm saying? Based off need. But if you want to text, 216-716-3005. So you can call in, but let me know what it is you want to call in for. That's the purpose of the text. Or you can comment. We on Facebook Live and at Ricky D. Calhoun. I'm gonna start having this on the Sports Corner page though. So if you're on Facebook, make sure you like and follow Sports Corner from the 216 on Facebook. We on Instagram too at Sports C 216 Podcast, and on YouTube at Sports Corner 216. So yeah, man, we looking good in the backfield. And then we got a couple quarterbacks. So bam, the big one. So I don't know. I don't remember. I think I was sitting here. I was in the office. So I'm like, they say I do something. I check and I say, man, no. I say, man, they got Shador. They traded up. So even though I get a Shador pick A, based off what I know that in where they got him at, man, this an A plus, like they say. Yeah, this an A plus. Don't forget to wake up to some of this good brew euphoria. French French dark roast bitter. Bitter root, man. Dark French roast. It got like a nice, smooth taste, especially if you like put that creamer in there. Yeah, so that's the draft overall. I get a Browns an A. I give them an A because you give them. Hey, we got it. We got it. We got it. But yeah, the Shador thing. That's why I really ain't. That was another staller too because you like, ooh, Shador. They won like now, but the thing is, they really like. I got a section where it's like pick or pass. I'm picking all of them, man, because and the sleeper pick gonna be Gabriel because look, this how the quarterback room probably gonna be. You got Flacco. Flacco gonna start. He's starting off rip. So then you got Kenny Pickett, Gabriel, and Shador. Okay, Gabriel, because the Browns came up on Shador, is not gonna be the backup. He gonna be, excuse me, he's gonna be Shador's backup in the long run. Like Shador and Dylan, as long as they play up to their ability, they gonna be the Browns' two main quarterbacks for the next 5 to 10 years. Flacco, he gonna start the season off, but if it's terrible, it really with Flacco and Kenny Pickett, it's whoever outshine, whoever win that competition. That's who's gonna be the Browns' start quarterback because they didn't pick up the 5th year for Kenny Pickett, which is like $22 million. So that's a steep price. So you should have known they weren't gonna pick that up. But that was a sign, and it was a good and a bad because okay, they gonna give him an opportunity. If he play good, then they might pick him back up, sign him for a couple years. But he's gonna be the backup. For real. I think if anything, Kenny Pickett is the man out. But if he outshine Flacco, it's gonna be Kenny Pickett to start the season off anyway. If he do good, he do good. But if he do bad, boom, Shador. But in the quarterback room, it's gonna be Flacco. If Flacco win the quarterback competition, it's gonna be Flacco chilling in the quarterback room. Gabriel pimping the board. You know what I'm saying? Shador gonna go up there sometimes, boom, boom, cause that listening through the grapevine, that's like some of the flaws supposedly that he had, and character. Like I don't think he a bad guy. It's just to them, it's like, hey man, I don't know, we don't know the actual facts unless we was in the room. That's just like I say with the Watson incident. You know, we wasn't in the room. He could be. It couldn't be. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of them, you know, that's another story. But Watson probably gone. I thought Watson was gonna be. He still might be part of the play in the picture too, because we still got him for one more year, and I think it still costs to cut him next year. But Gabriel playing with the board, Shador kind of like learning to use the board. They say Gabriel's a real intelligent person, mature. Like I say, Flacco, he the OG. He really don't want. He still want to live it to his most high, like the best he can get. He still believe in himself. That's how everybody should be, regardless of your age, whatever. You should still think you can be at top of your game, whatever you're going through, man. Because when you start giving up on yourself, you can't give up on yourself, baby. But that's how I see the quarterback room. Kenny Pickett, if he don't win it out, that's a trade, a camp. In the preseason, people be getting hurt. Some teams might want to get better. So that Kenny Pickett trade, even though it was a player in the fifth, could turn into a third or a fourth, depending on the need. That's even with Flacco, but Kenny Pickett, by him being younger, he more valuable. So that's like a value pick. That's how Barry played the trade game. He gonna grab something for the least amount he can get it for, and then hopefully, if it ain't usable for the purpose they have, it's a good trade bait. He gonna get something in return. Like he got Amari Cooper for the fifth, but traded him for a third after getting 2-3 good years out of him. So Amari had a couple 1,000-yard seasons, so you got your usage and you still got more. So the value for that fifth pick for what we got, that's what Barry go to coaches. But this the first draft where he just went in. Like everything looked like feasible. Yeah, people probably was wanting the what they call the fancy pick for number 2, but we moved down to 5 and got a quality pick. Like that's that, unless dude leave, that's gonna probably be a player on the team for a long time. So, but yeah, that quarterback room. That's why I give Gabriel a C+ because of his intelligence. He almost gonna be like the player coach. Like he dresses, but he's really coaching. Because Shador, which is a win-win for everybody, he get his opportunity after being, a little blackballed as they call it. Because word on the street is Boomer, Esiason was saying like it was things going on that they was trying to make themselves fall into what the situation they wanted. But I guess it's a different league, so it's ran different. Some of the stuff that you get away with in other leagues, they ain't having it in certain leagues. So, but at the same time, it have happened. But the person got picked, though. You know what I'm saying? So then they had more power. So I guess they learned from their lessons and gave the person less power. Like it was almost like a memo went around or something. I couldn't believe it when he just kept falling and falling. But hey, most of us Browns supporters, I like to say, or fans as you want to be, we got something to like look forward to. And like I say, it's a win-win because the Haslams, that's a PR. Like the Sanders, that's Deion's son, the first Sanders to make it to the NFL since Deion, who was a great player. So the legendary thing for Shador, if he come in and do what he need to do and be the quarterback he been being over the years, whichever, but this is the top right here. So it ain't as simple as it once was. Like the defensive ends is faster than the cornerback sometimes. That was the average corner in college. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different game. That's why it's things, they need to work on him with, like to get him more habit of doing because he created habits based off of the team he had. So, but I give the Browns an A. I give them an A plus because they got that first round pick for next year. So that's a win-win right there. But on other news, on the receiver side, because they didn't pick a let me see, they ain't really picked. I think they picked up like maybe one or two free agent receivers, but they just signed Dante Johnson. He had like a hot head, but he talented. Like he's talented, dude. Like one of the quickest off ball receivers. He done had a Pro Bowl, he done had 1,000-yard season before, and they probably got him for a little or nothing. And I was just saying that Elijah Moore would have been a good pickup too to re-sign because him and Flacco had chemistry. And man, it's everything is and we really like if you watch the Browns, because like I say, this two sports corner from the 216. I'm gonna be mainly focused on Cleveland sports, but at the same time, I'm gonna talk about what's going on and all around the league. But today on this show, we talking about the draft. We had a good draft, like, and I tell people like, man, we wasn't no 3-14 team. We just ended up being 3-14. Like even with Winston, he just I like Winston, but he kind of clowny now. That's my opinion. Go listen to some episodes of the Think and Reflect podcast show where you can still voice your opinion at TNRP show, or make sure you follow the Think and Reflect network at TNRNTV on Instagram. Go listen to some episodes on YouTube at TNRTV 1021. Voice your opinion. But yeah, that boy Jameson, he believed, and ain't nothing wrong. He believed in his arm too much. Like I think he don't lead the receiver. He'll throw it to a receiver, but he doesn't lead the receiver like to go to a spot and get it. Or maybe he was doing that and it wasn't working right, and that's why he got so many interceptions. But we had bad quarterback play. The running back play was subpar. And then when Chubb finally come back to where we could see what he got in his tank, what's left in there, he get hurt again. Then the one kid, Tillman, he got injured. He was starting to come along. But like I was saying, Elijah Moore, he got like a 10-year, so if he don't sign with somebody, or if he sign, it's like a 3 point something million 10 years. So that's decent. We got Thrash. I think Thrash gonna be nice. Um, we got what's the David Bell? Bell is a nice. I think we still got him for one more year. Mike Woods. We got a decent little receiver court, and then they just added the Dante Johnson. Moore ain't here yet for sure, but so they picked up tackle. Dude kind of like to be a tackle, but the one guy he be on the local station, he always say they need some quick linemen. So he must be they must was listening because He only 287 for a tackle. He an undrafted free agent, but he might be quick to be that, that size. He ran like a 5'1". That's quick for a lineman. Then they picked up a cornerback. They picked two cornerbacks. They got another guard. Where he come from? He a big boy, 340. They got a D lineman, a long snapper. Yeah, because our long snapper did retire. So they, hey, that's an important piece. Dude snapping that ball, he gotta make sure cause them snaps, man. I remember they used to have us practicing snaps. Like that's something that's important. That's an important position. They picked up another running back. Like they got one wide receiver from South Carolina. He's short though. Like we already got short wide receivers. He only run a 4.4 to be 5'8". Oh, they signed a lot of them little undrafted linemen. Most of them, unless they turn out to be good, they really just be to fill up the Western line because it's about to be rookie mini camp start next week, and then before you know it, they're gonna be in training camp like July. Let me see. They picked up another. Is this dude a tight end? Oh, he another wide receiver from San Diego. So yeah, they got a few little undrafted. Undrafteds be like, but Cribbs, one of the greatest Browns, he was an undrafted rookie. He wound up being on the Browns. He's a Browns great. You consider him a great. Some of the things he did in the Browns uniform. Shout out Josh Cribbs, Sports Corner from the 216. Boy, it's your boy Ricky D hosting the new podcast, Sports Corner from the 216. You can call in 216-716-3005 or comment. We live on Facebook at Ricky D Calhoun and on YouTube at Sports Corner 216. Yeah, they say. Oh, I was looking at the what they was rating. They say the whole AFC North, like it's like we got better, but the other teams got better too. I'm gonna have to that's how I might focus the next show on what the AFC North did in the draft. I might even have a special guest for y'all. So the stat, because that the North we go hard. They trying to get us a dome though in Brook Park. It's like 15 minutes away from down. It'll be different, man. But I mean personally, I wouldn't mind the dome. I don't go to the games, but that might get me in the game because you're gonna be comfortable, cool temperature. You know what I'm saying? But they say they're gonna be outrageous. The prices. Sports Corner from the 216. What's your thoughts? With your boy Ricky D. Got another ad for y'all real quick. This episode is brought to you by Bavaria's Clothing Collection, where style isn't just a statement, it's a strategy. To rule the kingdom, you must tame the jungle. Bavaria's gives you the armor to conquer any city, street, red carpet, or arena. Sharp fits, bold vibes, undeniable presence. Rule your world. Shop the collection today at Bavaria'sClothingCollection.com. Bavaria's, where kings are crowned and legends are made. Oh, and we got something new They got something new for y'all, Bavaria's Legacy. New logo. Check it out. Bavaria's Clothing Collection on Instagram. Click the link in the bio. I'm over here. This my partner in crime. I'm gonna give y'all a shout out. I'm gonna tag y'all in this post too. I need a can we get a sponsorship, man? Rockstar, sugar free, zero energy, pure zero energy drinks. I love these, man. These shout out Rockstar, man. You know, in the middle of the day, you don't really want no coffee. Coffee good. That's a morning drink for me. During the day, I need one of these. That's Rockstar Pure Zero. Yeah, we trying to get them sponsorships, man. Let's go. Don't forget to shop BavariasClothingCollection.com. You dig? Yeah, dig? See what we got for y'all. Make sure you tell a friend, man, about Sports Corner from the 216 on YouTube, Instagram at SportsC216 Podcast, and on Facebook at Sports Corner from the 216. We're gonna be streaming live. So if you want to tune in, you ain't gonna be able to see me on the Ricky D. Cow homepage no more. So you might as well go over to Facebook at Sports Corner 2 from the 216 Facebook page, so you can like and subscribe, but you're probably better off going over to YouTube. Long like and subscribe over there on YouTube. I appreciate it very much. And I hope you can accept my apology for delaying the show. 216-716-3005. Make sure you text first. What we got over here, y'all? Yeah, so if you had to pick who was the steal of the draft, man, it's Shedeur Sanders, man. We came up on this draft. I don't care what nobody say. We got two nice running backs, man. We picked up a knucklehead, but he a good receiver, and you know the culture just shifted. Man, they probably even let Watson go on to kick it in. Come on, man, come kick it with us, man. We having fun, man. But I think the MVP rookie for the preseason is gonna be boy Dylan Gabriel. Even though Shedeur gonna eventually be the starter, as long as God willing, nothing happens. But the Browns, they had a good draft, man. I clap it up for them, man. Clap it up. Shots fired. Clap it up for them. Yeah, this your boy Ricky D, Sports Corner from the 216, man. I ain't got an actual day. Just make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube so you can get the notifications. Follow and like on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram. We're on X too. If you're an Xer, that's where you're gonna really get them in the spur of the moment, breaking news updates, them opinions, because we always voicing our opinion. I don't care if we in the 216 or we thinking and reflecting, because it's all a presentation or powered by the motor itself. Deshaun's marketing communication is key. Oh, before I really get ready to start getting up out of here, y'all see how them Cavaliers just broke a record. Man, Cleveland, the Tribe, well, I still call them the Tribe, the Guardians. They took a spill, but they still got a winning record at home. That's all that matters. They make sure the home team get some good entertainment, because it's all entertainment. Sports is just entertainment. And it's all right to have your emotional moments you can even get attached, but don't get emotionally attached to where you act a fool based off of entertainment. It's entertainment, man. But even though we looking for the MVP rookie, which I said might be Dylan, I don't see nobody getting cut. Everybody that got drafted is about to be like a mainstay. They just basically added some starters to the defense and created a new offense. Even though we got the most of the receivers in the line, people are like, why they ain't really getting no linemen? Because you forget they drafted like 2 linemen last year. They got the Zyder, they got the dude from Ohio State, the center. They DeJuan Jones, as long as he can stay healthy, he's a beast at the tackle. They signed a guard and a tackle in the offseason. You know what I'm saying? And the line we got, the Batonio, Taylor, and Bose. What's our center name? I think it's Bose. But you know our center, Coughlin. You know they let Wills go. Wills played himself though. But we got a solid line. That's like I'm telling people, we were not a 3 and 4. Like we came up. We got a new rejuvenation, youthful players in positions that matter on offense. Like if Shador don't work out, the other little dude might work out because they loved him enough to draft him at the 3rd. But Shador gonna work out. That was a come up. Like to be able to get him at that value. And Shador gonna make like the people. Oh, he lost, so he gonna make his money up in endorsements. That's Shador Sanders, man. He's gonna get endorsements. I don't care. Like they talking about the CFL and the Argonauts trying to negotiate. Got him on the negotiation list. Man, that boy not going nowhere. That guy is about to be a Brown. I don't know if it's gonna be longer than the 4 years he got the contract for. Hopefully he shine out so we can give him the big money. We gonna be in the dome. Man, Jimmy Haslam he already wealthy. He about to be even wealthier. Like the boy, our 5th round pick got the 3rd best selling jersey. And most of that money was getting made through his website. So he ain't even got an official number for the Browns yet. But don't forget to shop BavariansClothingCollection.com. To rule the kingdom, you must tame the jungle. Bavarians, a consistent show of dash and spirit, bravery. NFL Draft Recap 2025 premiere show, Sports Corner from the 216 with your boy Ricky D. Hope you tune in later on Spreaker. Download the app so you can get notifications for new shows. Like I say, I ain't got an official date and time for y'all. I might be here every day. For sure, when there's some breaking news, I'm making sure I'm stepping in. But I want to shout out everybody, man, for being Browns fans. Yeah, Browns fans. But before I go, man, I want to, I'm gonna give out like a little, you know, cause I'm always talking about life. Life just always, I just feel like even through hard times, you got to think like, man, I could be better than this. Just always do your best, man, in a way. Even if you, like they say, hey, I was gonna say, you know how they say, shoot for the moon, at least you in the stars. Man, I'm shooting for a galaxy. At least I'm in the universe. Ugh. Or is it the universe and the galaxy? I done flew past the moon and the stars when I'm thinking, hey, it might not be there in physical realm, but as long as it's brain and your mental, like I like to say, brain set, as long as you thinking big, something good gonna come out of it. Just keep pushing. But before I go, man, in life, just like the draft, sometimes you don't get picked first or second. But greatness isn't about when you get called. It's about when you do what you do after you answer. Stay ready, stay humble, and trust your season is coming. Yeah, this your boy signing out Ricky D from the Sports Corner from the 216. Peace, love, happiness. Go Browns.